We need one government and free of income tax. How many households are getting water supply here in Dimapur? And how many people are getting health insurance? How many infants are dying? I made my points clear that the emotional integrations are not there anymore.
What is the future of Nagaland?
He's a good orator in the state assembly, and he's a fit person to be in the opposition. Not properly, maybe not in the ruling. I said if at all integration, it can be at the level of nation, not at the level of state. Rio is of course responsible as a leader, but collectively Nagas are responsible because we have chosen him for 20 years.
Hello everyone, welcome to Nagaland TV, Sop Manula ka Awas. Aji mohan yate Congress President Sir Therie lode aina se. NITI AAYOG officials releasing the Sustainable Development Goals lade. India Intex 2020-21 la census la hisapte Nagaland to worst performing state koina tek kurina se. Our goal number 7 divi affordable and clean energy where northeast state like Mizoram or Sikkim include kurinase. Responsible consumption and production de Tripura Nishna state pi dhalina se. So sir, what are some of the factors that has led Nagaland to be tagged as the worst performing state?
Well, I think major is road, then power. Because energy and road are two elements that lift the economy of the people. And growth of economy depends on the road and energy. But these are the two sectors we cannot compare with any other state here in Nagaland. Because national highway authorities have taken up some 2 lane, 4 lane. These are only few things which we can see. But the rest of the roads, I think whatever we receive from the Finance Commission awards, which are supposed to be used for the maintenance of road, are misused. Otherwise, it is not that we are not receiving funds. Every year, Finance Commission has given award for sustenance of our roads. Beside that, look at the water supplies. How many households are getting water supply here in Dimapur? And Kohima you have to buy to sustain yourself. And how many people are getting health insurance? How many infants are dying? How many pregnant women are dying on the way? How many non-people, now they are concentrating on COVID because government of India is giving money. But the remaining, they have completely ignored. They don't have even bed. If you are to send any of your family members outside treatment, you have to sell your properties. This is one of the biggest problem we have. And government is supposed to be a welfare government. But today, the government is for the welfare of the MLAs. And one-sided party, not for the public. So, surely, I think NITI AAYOG is not wrong. If we are to compare any state, looking on the face values such as road and energy, water supply, then living standard, we are far behind. You see, when you travel down to the interior districts, headquarters, even Mokokchung, Zonoboto, you are unapproachable now. And Noklak, talk about Mount, talk about Tionsan Kifre. They are almost unapproachable. Once you make a tour program for this area, usually you take 2 hours. Today you have to make it 4 hours program. And that also you don't know whether you will really reach. This is the situation. So I think Rio is, of course, responsible as a leader. But collectively, Nagas are responsible because we have chosen him for 20 years, knowing fully he is a businessman. And I'm very unfortunate. Today, he is Chief Minister of Nagaland, but he fears too many elements. He fears BJP with 47 regional MPs behind him. He still fears BJP. And now BJP has given him that clearance with conditions. I don't know what type of conditions. 12 MLAs are giving condition to 47. So this is his strength. And the other way around is the entire Nagas of Nagaland factions have already agreed with the government of India. Government of India is saying talks are over for Nagaland. But Rio is saying no, talk should continue. And why? It is only because of the NNC and IM. He wanted to see that NNC and IM also accept something. Okay, it's good. But what type of suggestion does he have? Because why I'm talking about Nagaland political problem solution? Unless we have that peace, we cannot go forward. We can't continue to pay several taxes. As long as we do that, who will invest here in Nagaland? So we must resolve the political problem. And I was asking some few friends of his, you have decided and requested the government of India to resume to talk again. So what type of talk you want? What type of solution agenda do you have? They don't have. But what does Moiva has in mind? Or what does the NNC and IM has in mind? Because 7, 8 NPGs talks are over. Now they want Pen Nagahoho with constitution and something autonomous or like Union Territory with Intanki Forest. That is not acceptable to Nagaland. If they want to integrate, they can integrate with us, with the land. But I made my points clear that the emotional integrations are not there anymore. Yes, as brothers and sisters, we will continue to live together. But talk about emotional, it is hypocrite. It is not true. I said if at all integration, it can be at the level of nation, not at the level of state. As a district or under a state administration, we cannot have that integration because they will consider themselves as a second-class citizen. And we, as the first citizen of 1963 statehood, we cannot consider ourselves as a second-class citizens, second-class subject. So anybody joining now after 70 years or 60 years, they will consider themselves as a second-class subject. They will not be comfortable. So that is not possible. Let us be honest to ourselves. That is what I have been saying. Now, whatever we want, I understand, whatever we want to go forward, we need a solution. We need one government and free of income tax. There are 64 items wherein our income tax are free. But today, even your salary is taxed. There is no income tax free now with the Nagaland subjects. Because government of India may not be collecting, state government may not be collecting, but several self-styled governments are collecting even agriculture tax, your salary tax, all income tax, any business tax. So now you are not income tax free people. And this is the duty of the state government to protect us, to protect our life and property is the duty of the state. If they cannot do that, I think they better leave us free so that we have another election. I may be having a feeling, you may be having a feeling for the people, but then it depends. It's a collective vote. I can only feel it. I can't do it without vote. He also can't do it without vote. But that is the situation exactly. We know we are in difficulty, but we have continued to give the mandate to them. And I don't find my friend Neiphiu wrong at this stage because he has not committed anything to do in the last election. There was no election manifesto. So whatever he likes, he can do it. We have given him that mandate. So he's doing whatever he likes. And when any difficulty comes like Peren, Dimapur district problem, hand over it to the public, tribal organizations, call civil societies, discuss, form committees after committees, commission after commissions, like RIN, like boundary. So it's like that. This is a very sad thing, but unless Nagaland people understand, the 60 MLAs will not like to understand. And unless we have economic zone properly systemized, we will not be able to work. Now this foothill road they are talking, I feel it is very important. 4-lane road is given if, and foothill areas are declared as cadastral areas, and land are given to the investors, then only we can grow and we can employ the entire population. Entire youth can be employed. Only by declaring the foothill road as cadastral area. Or otherwise, like other states, people used to declare the entire state as cadastral area. And even the farmers, they can obtain loan from the financial institutions and banks. And they can develop in whatever way. They can also develop industries. Now today, here in Nagaland, who is that educated person having skill or commitment can obtain loan from the bank? No, you can't obtain anything. Bank, financial institution don't trust Nagas because we run away after getting little subsidy. This is what they said. And you cannot mortgage any property, neither land, because Nagaland state government has not accepted the Securitization Act. That is called Sarfasi Act of 2002. So the young generations cannot be employed. I was talking about call center and then internet infrastructure so that youths can be employed, because we have so much of literacy. 82% literacy is there. The young generation, nobody can be denied. I mean, everybody is suitable for call centers and others. But because of power, energy, nobody like to come. Because of insurgency, nobody will like to come. Because government is not giving any facility, nobody want to come. I was trying a small industry. I have to run to pollution industry, to trade town committees, then village council, there's that. Because we have decided one window clearance for any industry. But that is not happening in Nagaland. And nobody has started a new industry now for more than 20, 30 years. Whatever we have constructed, like sugar mill, like mechanized brick industry, so many things were given to private, and now we don't have anything. So nobody is employed in industry as of now. I think this is how NITI AAYOG reading may be right. that we have not been able to pick up with any other states. And as long as this government remains with the same brain, we can't help. I may have some concern, but what can I do? I can only shout and then make some people unhappy, that's all.
So, sir, we talk about this oppositionless government. With the opposition being on side, we have seen how corruption is working. So, without the opposition, if hypothetically it happens, so what is the future of Nagaland?
Well, I have said the other day, absolute power is corrupts absolutely. That is the situation. Those days when we were in the assembly, person like Vamozo, who had been in the opposition, will not spare anyone. Any small mistake, he will not spare anyone. Even that way, Mr. Kielchishi, he's a good orator in the state assembly, and he's a fit person to be in the opposition. Not properly, maybe not in the ruling. But there's so many, like Huska, of course. Huska, Vamozo, these people, senior leaders, are no more with us. But they have been defending the fort of the State Assembly, and the youngsters who are practicing as a Council of Ministers, they cannot misbehave, neither the officers. So corruption was hardly known in our time. But today, corruption means from chief minister to peon, they're in collaboration. Everybody gets their share. And therefore, maybe 23,000, 22,000 crores of budget in every month. But do you get one single paisa? No. It doesn't percolate down to the districts anywhere. Not to speak about subdivisions. They don't get any money. Only salary is being paid. Rest, there is no development fund. That is what they say. That time when we started, our budget was 160 crores, planned money. Today we have little over 8,000 crores. And that also we don't have money. And you see, deficit will continue. They were talking about deficit I have handed over. No, I have handed over 18 crores surplus when I was a finance minister. That was the first time after the 1970s. Before 70s, we have not been able to spend even 12 crores. The total budget was 12 crores, but that could not be even spent. And yearly, there was a lot of surrendered money. But today, whatever money we get, we are short. Every month they are running short, I'm told. I don't know them. But Rio has he has put every trust, every hope in BJP, thinking financially they will be also rescued. But I think BJP will not be able to do that. But his fear is more of BJP, this, what you call, mismanagement of agencies like National Investigation Agency, CBI, Enforcement Department. These agencies can be used against him. So I think his fear is more on that than ruling and managing the welfare of the people. What can we say now with that situation with him?
So, sir, what is that one word that could fix the problem? As in, should it be a totally overhauling of the political scenario or something else?
You see, people have to vote for one government. India will vote for secular. But Nagaland has to vote for Christ. Because our religion, 90% we are Christian. So we have to vote for Christ. And we have to vote for one government. Then only effective things will come. There will be peace, there will be administration, there will be development. That is the only solution I can find. And you need to bring a fearless people. You should not have fear because the state is a sovereign state. We have our own list of states, concurrent states, a concurrent list and national list. So whatever is within our power, we should exercise. And Article 371A is a powerful provision. It says, notwithstanding anything in this Constitution, no Act of Parliament shall apply on the following. And that four clause, in that we can multiply in many forms. But in the past, we have not been able to do because undergrounds were vehemently opposing Article 371A. But today, everybody is in Article 371A should be improved with mineral resources as the sole property ownership of the state. That is right. That we have been also fighting. But if in this settlement, if that thing can come to us, then it will be a very big achievement. I also think that the present agreement that 7-8 MPGs have made, that improvement of improvement of political structures by way of delimitation of Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, State Assembly, and creation of upper house, that will give us big room and big accommodation wherein everybody, every tribe can be given accommodation. Even including the minorities, they can be given accommodation in the process of making decisions. And I think these are a few things we can really change the state.
So, sir, according to the Nagaland vision of 2030, it has been stated that poverty will be eradicated by 2030. Do you think it is possible? And if possible, what measures should be taken?
At this rate, this is not possible because unless we have industrial activities, value addition industries, and our educated employed people are employed, unless we trade avenue for them. Every year we are producing more than 15,000 graduates, technical people, and we need to employ them every time. Now retirement, when you look, it is about 3,000, 4,000 annually. Vacancies are very less in the government. So creation has to be done only in the industrial sectors and then marketing. We should develop marketing. Our organic marketing, Delhi, Dubai, where there is no green leaf like Arab nations. Why we can't market them there? But we have to have a big heart. And only we can do it. And our youths can go anywhere because we have international language. English is an international language. Anybody can serve anywhere. So there is no doubt. And I think employment opportunities, I do not think that it will be difficult to accommodate 2-3 lakh people. It's a matter of maybe 1-2 years' time. But then once the policy is properly set and the funds from the financial institutions of banks, if we bring them in terms of 10,000-15,000 crores, that itself will employ the entire youth. We'll have no more manpower. But now the education disparity is one of the most dangerous things. Urban education and rural education disparity is so wide. You go to the village, meet class 5 student, and you meet a class 5 student here in the urban cities or towns. The understanding, the capability, the difference is too wide. And I don't know how to bring together ed equals. And economic difference is also too wide because some people can afford in terms of lakhs and lakhs for education. Some people cannot offer even 10,000-15,000 annually. This is a disparity which we are having. And I think education needs to be reformed in many ways. But with the surplus employees, and education department is still unable to detect who are the fraud teachers. That is a sad thing. What to do?
Yate Sir K. Therie, Congress President, Taiba highlight Kurishi NITI AAYOG lade, worst performing state Nagaland lade, issues can highlight Kurishi, and it is also high time for the Nagas to open their eyes and vote for the right leader for the upcoming election. This is Limasan Laao with camera person Zuchan for Nagaland TV.